Welcome back to After School Reviews. Today we're going to be having a look at Friday the 13th, the final chapter, Ultimate Jason. This figure came out around a year and a couple months ago, I think. And this figure is still one of my favorite Jasons, if not my favorite. The front of the package here says Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and has a nice shot of the mask there, as you will, with a nice knife or machete type thing. Maybe a knife, looks like kind of a knife. And it just, you can see the blood, and it looks really cool. Although one thing is this image is reversed, because the axe cut's actually on that side. But this image is like reversed, and it still looks really cool. The figure says ages 17 and up. It says right here, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. The side says Friday the 13th, the final chapter, with a nice image shot of the figure there. And the other side shows the same image there. Back at the packaging here says, well, you can read that up there. Right there's a nice shot of Jason right there with a machete. And another shot with him with the bone saw. And then a nice one right there. And it's his mother's grave, Pamela Voorhees. Since this is an Ultimate figure, you know what this does. Oh, it opens up and you can see a nice image there. And, of course, the nice figure inside. You can see all the accessories. And I can actually read off all the accessories, which he comes with, includes a machete, a knife, an axe, a corkscrew, a tombstone, a hacksaw, a cleaver, and 2 interchangeable heads and 2 masks. Do not go anywhere. We will have a closer look at this figure open and out of its packaging. Before we do that, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that bell icon for when I go live, if I go live, and when I do weekend uploads. And there's Jason out of the packaging. So let's go ahead and have a look at the accessories. First, here's the grave. You can see it has a nice texture to look like a nice, I don't know. It looks like the marble, it really does look like a nice grave. Like, I'm not even joking. It's got a nice texture and also some nice paint you can see there. But the texture, if I can kind of get it you can see hear it? Just flat on the bottom. Looks like it's hollow, which would save plastic. It says Pamela Voorhees, 1930 to 1979, at rest. Pretty cool. I like this. I guess that means she died in 79. Would that make sense? I guess, I don't know. Pretty cool. I like this little accessory. Next is the axe, which I think looks really cool. And I believe we might get another one of these for the new Jason figure that we're getting. We're getting 2 of these, I think. Right now we know of. We're getting an Ultimate Part 2 and an Ultimate Part 5. Which is, I wish it was a Roy, but it's okay to have another Jason. I guess it's a real Jason. And a nice promo mask, which is, if you haven't seen that, it'll be at the end of this whole video, so you can go ahead and skip there. Comes with the corkscrew, which is really, really delicate, but it has a lot of nice details to it, like a lot. The end of the corkscrew part, actually, you can see this has this nice shiny red blood, and this part's kind of a softer material. You can see how nice that is, and then this other part here, really cool. I like this. Comes with this tiny, really thin knife, kind of like a Halloween Michael Myers knife. Maybe we'll see one of those figures at San Diego Comic-Con if they get the license. You can see it's got a nice pixely thing there, because it's, I guess, printed on there, which is fine. It's got different color shades in it, when you're looking at it not so close, it looks like if there's different blood dried and wet. Looks really cool. The handle's nice too as well. Here's the hatchet. Hard to focus here. Kind of see that there. It's got some nice blood spewing as if you had, I don't know, it looks really cool. It's got a nice streaky pattern, and then the handle's done nice too as well. Also get the hacksaw, which is a nice black, but it's got this nice chrome messily added on there to where it gives it maybe like a rusty or like a grimy feel to it. And it's got some nice blood here, and this is kind of fragile, so be very careful with this. And of course, he comes with a freaking machete, which is bloody and streaky. It looks like he just pulled it out. I love this. There's not blood on the end, but no worries. There's blood on the rest of it. Really cool. I love this accessory. This is the head Jason comes on packaged with. You can see it's got, the mask fits nice. The mask has these nice silvery painted pieces on it. Head's got some different colors in there, washes. Mask looks good. You can see it's got this part scratched, this part scratched. This is intact. And, excuse me if you heard that. And if you take this off, these are 2 different head sculpts. So there's this head here. Kind of Interesting. The neck rolls. I like that. Really grimy. And I'm going to probably zoom in just a little bit so we can see some of the nicer, closer details, if that's even possible. I don't think it is. Kind of see that there. It's really cool. I love these heads. Let's have a look at the other head. So this is the alternate head, and as first, if you get really close, you can see these nice printed blood stains. I think this one has one too. Yeah, they're both printed. This one's a little bit more shinier. This one's like older blood, I guess. And you can see this one's got both of these scratched, and this one's still half. And you can see it's about the same amount of detail, more blood on this side. And the reason for that is, of course, he's got this more open mouth. Kind of see that there. Oh, that's actually an interchangeable piece there. I wonder if you can tell that on this one. You can't. You see that like little seam line right there? To where the mouth, I guess, is painted more. I mean, that's how it explains. And you can see, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the machete. Pretty cool. I love that. Here's a comparison between the heads. This one's got both eyes open. This one just has one eye open. And if we reveal these masks off, should be easy to figure out which one goes where. You can see how different the heads are. And Jason also comes with another alternate interchangeable right hand, which is a little bit more open to hold more like wide weapons in the hand. And of course, we have to have a nice look at Jason Voorhees himself. I want to show you a nice shot of him in the full frame there, so you can see the figure and how practically just everything is on him. Pretty cool. I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see the nice amount of details and everything on Jason here. Jason's got this nice soft green shirt here that's made out of plastic. It's a soft material. You can kind of see it's got some nice washes or dry brushing on there. Everything looks to be soiled on him to where he looks like dirty and filthy. And you can really notice that under the harsh lighting, especially mainly the pants and his skin. Like here's some dry brushing. I actually didn't even notice that. You can see that there. See how it's like a brown, but then right here it's got like a nice wash. And then on the front here, it looks like it's nice, some dirt, some blood, some mud. And then down here, the shoes look really nice too as well, with the nice little pieces painted. And then the hands look nice. They're nice and shiny, even the black fingernails. And then over here, some more black fingernails. And then this part right here is nicely painted too as well. So this guy is a really nicely painted figure. And his articulation I'll go over a little bit. Pop off the head so you know what the heck that joint is right there. You can see that, you know what the heck that does. You know, up, down, turns, anything you need this figure to do with the head can do it. Back up. So articulation, arms, they'll go out about this. They'll go up about that if you don't want to bend that part. They go forward, back. They bend at the elbow about 90 degrees, and then they swivel too as well. Hands are on a ball joint, same as the head, so the hands will do the same motion. They even pop off, so be careful about that. There's a swivel here, but it feels really loose, like, kind of see that there. He is a diaper, so you can go out, forward, and I think back too as well. These also swivel, so that helps with articulation in the legs if you want them to have wider thighs, because that kind of looks stupid. That looks cool. The knees bend, and they also turn like that. And yeah, they also, I think that's a given. And then the feet are also on the same thing the hands and the head are on. Let's see some different poses. Before we do that, I want to get a nice height on Jason. He's about 7.5. Right there it says 7. But he's about 7.5 inches almost. Kind of cool. I think he's about 7. I don't know. For some reason I got 7.5. I wish this figure's missing a little bit of blood right there. I wish it would like pour out right there. You can probably do a custom. And then this figure's also supposed to have a split finger right here, like right down the center there. But I think they're doing that with the 1/4 scale of this guy. And I think they're also giving us that hand with the Ultimate Part 5. And I believe that might work with this figure because I think it's the same figure. That is all the different poses you can get him into. Don't forget he has 2 interchangeable hands and heads for these weapons. And I didn't show him with this weapon in particular because It's kind of, I don't know, it's not a weapon. It's just like a thing he uses to stab into George McFly's hand, if you know. That's a good joke there. So thank you guys for watching this review of the NECA Ultimate Friday the 13th, the Part 4, the final chapter, Jason. This figure is really cool. I was really happy when I got it, and I still am, because it's a great look of Jason, and this is what I think of when I think of Jason. He's like dirty, he's zombie-ish, kinda. He hasn't died yet, but he's pretty cool, because Part 3 Jason's just where he's getting the hockey mask, and he's really establishing himself in that one, and this one's where he really knows who he is, and it's just really cool. So thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that bell icon for when I go live, if I go live, and when I do weekend uploads. I'm going to do some size comparisons real fast. Here's the Part 4 Jason next to the Ultimate Part 1 Freddy, and the Evil Dead 2 Ultimate Ash from the first part of the film. No chainsaw included, that's why he's posed like that. But that figure's coming out soon, guys. NECA's already previewed the packages. And also I want to say is this guy, I guess he's about to get a TV Freddy, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and do not forget to subscribe.